Yeah, so I mean, like I'm gonna say, the reason why the girl called him back, because that's all she wanted. All she wanted was this for sexual use. That's all it was. Because what she gotta understand, brothers, is as we all understand, even all of these women in the Western Hemisphere, they all been laying down by multiple different men. So let's say, for example, you're a woman and you've had multiple sexual partners in your lifetime. And you know what we were saying, percentage-wise, women that have more sexual partners are more prone to cheat. So that's all they're looking for. All they're looking for is a sexual thing. It's not serious. Like the saying goes, you can't turn a harlot into a wife. You can't. You understand? And the majority of these women in the West, because a man, every single man is supposed to have a virgin. A man, that's how it's supposed to be. Because when you pop her cherry, or when you take her virginity away, she's only gonna love you and see you for you. But if she's still with multiple different men, she's not gonna appreciate you. She's not gonna appreciate a man because she's gonna have so many other men. All right, like for example, it's like how money works, quantity. All right, if you have more of something, the more it depreciates. Okay, so the more men a woman has, the more the value of a man depreciates. That's why these women don't respect no man. Okay. And
I was saying it wasn't even the sex. The fact that I was talking to her was the fact that I pretty much laid it to her, and I didn't really care whether she wasn't on it or not. I didn't care about losing her. I just told her the straight, skinny, take her or leave her, and that's what she was attracted to, and that's why she came back. And that's what made her become one of us. And what she told me was she has a lot of guys that she's spoken to a lot of guys before, and she didn't like the fact how inconsistent they were. They were inconsistent. They were all over the place. And she liked a woman like a man that's straightforward and stays like the scriptures say a double-minded man is unstable. Because a woman is unstable. So she doesn't like to see that same attribute in a man. She expects stability from a man. So even though I came with just sex, the fact that I stuck to it, she saw that as stability. And she saw that as attractive, because that's a manly attribute. So that's what, it wasn't even so much the sex, it was the fact that she saw that's what she was attracted to.
But you know though, but I'm not saying it was all about sex, because what you gotta understand, most of these women, that's all they're looking for anyway, because they don't have sex so many times by different men anyway. But and another thing too, she liked it when you stuck to your work. So that was the only two things she was accepting. Because we're not dealing with this cliche nonsense. Oh, there's love out there. You're gonna find a woman out there that's gonna be you the rest of your life. I mean, that might have happened in the 60s or the 50s. But that shit right now, that don't matter. Come on, man. That shit ain't happening right now. You know what I mean? Anyway.
Yeah. So the reason why I brought out that story, because it shows you that you ain't meant to play to, like, the reason why women have rule over men, because men have been trained in this society, they've been trained in this society to be simps for women.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because this, like I said, that's why I told you that America is also described as being a woman. It's all about the woman. It's all about the woman. It's all about worshipping the vagina. That's why if you see that Jay-Z and all these different these hip-hop, these rap artists, they'll tell you to hold up the physical Pisces.
Oh yeah, right.
Which is all about the symbolism of the vagina. It symbolizes the woman's vagina. It's all about woman worship. You see Beyonce and Rihanna and what's this other one? What's this other one? Nicki Minaj, yes, Nicki Minaj. And then there's another one, that's like her twin. What's the other one?
Cardi B.
Cardi B, that's it. Cardi B. And it's all, and if you see, they're all hoes, man. They're all hoes. They're all in the media, naked, shaking themselves and doing all of that. Yep. And women are watching that, man. So women are thinking in their head, yeah, we can be careless and just be what we want to be, and we don't have to respect man. Men is here to worship us, and that's what gives them that rulership mentality, as the scripture says. It says, and women rule over them.
And too, brother, without you going further, because I like what you're talking about. Because see, you got to understand, this society does not promote women to be modest, and to have morals, and to exuberate that purity of how a woman's supposed to be. What this society promotes, when you watch the media, like the music videos, as the brother just explained, pretty much this society provokes women to be whores. Right. And that's what they do. This is why are they doing it? Are they doing it because they want to do it? No, because it's the cool. It's cool to do that. It's cool to sleep around with different men.
Because women is sexual. Okay, women is a sexual creature. That's what the pussy's there for. It's meant to get hammered. That's what it's there for. You know what I'm trying to say? It's meant to get destroyed. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't destroy the pussy, she's gonna go to somebody else that's gonna destroy it. Right?
This guy is serious.
And you ain't breaking
You
it.
have to destroy the pussy, man. That's it. That's the bottom line. Alright?
Yeah, we just being real with it,
You know, excuse me, I just to the part of the air and stuff.
Getting upset, boy.
That's why we just take out certain signs, man. You know?
You know what I'm saying?
It's like harder than that, that's why.
Prince of the power of the air is what's stopping this man. Alright? Because alright, so a woman is sexual, and what Esau, the so-called what the white man's doing, obviously the elites, they're trying to manipulate that. But sex is a very powerful act. It's an enjoyable act for a man and woman to share together. And what the white man's doing is he's using a very powerful act in a left-hand side type of way. Sex in the scriptures is meant to be used on the right-hand side for people to multiply. For a man and a woman to share that act privately together, and you know what I'm saying, together in a sanctimonious kind of way. You understand? That's why there was a feast before there was marriage traditionally. Before sex, there was traditionally a feast. Okay, there was a dowry and everything like that. All right. There was a father, the family, and the family's there and everything like that. So it wasn't promiscuous. There was no promiscuity. The scriptures talk about prostitution and wickedness filled the land. In fact, let me get that.
Alright, this is Amos 7 and 17. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, thy wife shall be a harlot in the city.
Right, go ahead.
And thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword.
Go ahead.
And it says, and the land shall be divided by line, and thou shalt die in a polluted land, and Israel shall surely go into captivity forth in his land.
Now read that first part.
Yeah, that's the main part. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh by Shem, Yahweh Shai, thy wife shall be a harlot in the city.
So your wife is going to be a harlot in the city. So who is the wife of the so-called of the Israelite man, the Israelite woman, the Latino woman, the so-called Latino woman, the so-called Hispanic woman, the so-called Brazilian, or mainly the so-called black woman? And she would be a hoe in Babylon, in America, in England, in the so-called white man's enterprise. She would be a hoe. She's all up in the porn industry. She's prostituting. Okay, she's had multiple sex partners. She's sleeping around with the so-called black man, then she goes to the white man, the Arab man. So the black woman and Latino woman, they're hoes, man.
Right.
That's what they are. Right. And that's saying the scriptures. All wives will be hoes, man. And even your personal wife, you have a wife,
Yeah.
right? And she might not be fucking other men, but she is flirting around with other men while she's telling you to be loyal to him.
That's right.
While she's telling you to be loyal. I don't like how you're seeing other women, but she's flirting with other men.
And I see it all the time.
She might not be fucking them, but she's being disloyal by flirting with other men. She's still getting sexual on a low level with other men. High level, she's having sex. On low level, she's flirting. No, she still needs attention from other men.
Yeah,
not just
right,
you.
right.
And you know what too, brother? Just to add up, just about what you're saying, because every time I walk past a woman that has a man, what's happening? She's turning her head. She's turning her head and she's looking directly at you, and she's forgotten so much so that she's even got a boyfriend, a so-called boyfriend.
Right.
Same way you lost after other men, the same way she lost sex. What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm saying it. A man slipped over
We know what you meant, man. We know what you meant, man. We know.
You're going to stand it next to you.
And I know all the scoffers are gonna say, see your faggots in the cap.
I gotta watch out for you, brother.
So those scoffing keyboard demons, man. See your faggots in the cap, man.
I heard it, but out of loyalty.
See what he said? He said, if you desire another man. No, you know what I mean, man. The same way you desire other women, the same way your woman desires other men. But she's telling you to be loyal, because the woman said, I want a man that's loyal. But yet she has a man But she's our eyes on other men. You know, she's saying, oh, that guy's sexy with our girlfriends. She's getting attention from other men. All right. So that's why don't be ashamed by telling your woman, listen, I'm seeing other women too.
Yeah. And you know what too? And just to back the brother up, because see, check this out, right now. This may seem a bit wrong with what I'm about to say, but this is factual. Now, let's say you got a woman, right? Or you married. Do you know that other unmarried women want a married man? You know that, right?
Yeah.
That's what they want, and it happens all the time.
Yep.
A woman should go to a man that's already married with somebody else.
Yeah.
Why? Because that's who they really want.
Yeah.
They don't want no single man, really. They don't really want no single man. They want a man that's already got a woman already.
Yeah, because that's boring. That's boring because a woman wants a man that's desirable.
Right.
That's desired by other women.
By other women.
Because she's thinking, oh, what's so different about him?
Right.
Because if you say you're single, she's gonna think, oh, no woman want you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A woman want you. They want to know that you're seeing other women. They want to know that, even though at first they'll complain. Oh my gosh, you know, really they like that, man.
Yeah.
They like all that.
They like all of that stuff, man. They like
right? Because a woman, she likes the fact that a man can master different women, man.
Yeah, they like it.
They like all of that.
Because see, I don't know for you, brother, because society likes to say, well, you gotta have one woman and that's it. But that's not really how nature is, man. Let's keep it real. If you have a woman, other women are gonna look at you and they're gonna be like, wow, look at him. Especially if you walking around with two women. Okay? Because I did that before and I've got more attention than I did when I didn't have no woman. So they like that shit, man. Stop playing games. Stop the bullshit, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You saw Lord have multiple women anyway, so
Right.
that's the spirit.
It's like the song says that. Even Marvin Gaye sang that wicked song, Me and Mrs. Jones.
Yeah.
We got a thing going on.
He should have been killed for that. You know, he got an award for singing that. You know.
Yeah,
He was Marvin. Yeah, he should have been put to death, man. Because if he sung that song during the days of King David, he would have had his head taken off, man. But in this wicked society, he got an award for singing that, man. And that's how this place is wicked. Even though it was a good song, that's the point. He should have been put to death.
he was promoting
Adore, yeah. So this is a scripture. I was going back to the fact that your wife shall be your whore. It's in Leviticus chapter 19, verse 29. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom and the land become full of wickedness. Alright? So the land is full of wickedness. That's how you know this land is full of wickedness, man. The border of wickedness. Alright? Where women are whores. Why? Because America is a whore. Babylon, this place is a whore. It's a spirit of a whore. What's a whore known for doing? No one tells me anything, being proud.
Yeah.
Being think it's all about me. You know, I am and there's none else beside me. You know, when you deal with law and these women, that's the attitude that they have, man.
And you know, I don't cut you too, brother, because see, like we're not trying to, like they say, well, you women bashers. We're not bashing nobody. We just stating the facts because the reality of the matter, if you ask an average woman in England, in the Western Hemisphere, if you ask them, are you a virgin? They're gonna look at you like you're crazy, man.
Right.
They're gonna say no because a lot of them had multiple different men. So what is that? That's an harlot. That's a whore. It is what it is, man.
Hey man, I've come across some real demonic.
Come on, man. Let's not be silly, man.
That's why they become demons, man. So when you lay with a woman, you put your
spirit
vibration on
in her.
her.
Yeah,
it's real, you know.
So all these different men's vibrations on one woman, they become a demon. And what you find with these women is that they always want to push you to do something that you know is not right. When they finally break you, that's when they want to leave.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's why you need to establish what you want, tell her it, and then she stick with it, man. Don't ever move to the side or to the left, because the second you change, that's the moment where she loses respect.
Yeah.
And then she'll see that as inconsistency.
Yeah.
Or you're changing, you're unstable, and then she'll be looking for another man, man.
That's it, man.
Straight up like that. You know, you have to play according to the. Unfortunately, you have to use the game because there's so much confusion out here. Back in the ancient world, you could fall back on tradition. There was traditions where a woman couldn't leave you. You knew that you had security because you know if your woman stepped out, you could put her to death. Nowadays, there's no security. So therefore, you have to use game in order to maneuver through the confusion out here, man.
Right.
You have to have game. Most guys that get fucked up by these women because they haven't understood that. They haven't understood that we're not living in traditional times anymore. We're living where the for the wickedness and confusion. So you have to have the skills in order to survive in the madness, man. Especially with these women. But especially in the great woman of America, man.
Yeah. Because they're confused. They've been, like I said, we said this multiple different times. When a woman lays down with one man, that one man injects the spirit inside of her. So if she's still with multiple different men, how many spirits does that woman have inside of her? And sperm cells to boot.
Yeah.
So these are the things you gotta think about.
And the sperm will be fighting within her as well.
Right, and the sperm cells are gonna be fighting other sperm cells.
Yeah, so that's another spirit in there.
So, like I said, if you take one woman and she's dealt with, let's just say, 50 guys, how many DNA is inside of her? How many spirits are inside of her? So, like the brother was saying, what the brother was saying is true. That's why you gotta manipulate to get through those demons when you're dealing with these women. That's just the facts. We're not trying to upset nobody. We're not trying to, be what they call horrible. We live in a horrible world, so we're gonna pretty much name the things that's going on in the world today. You understand? It ain't got nothing to do because we don't like women. We like women, man. We're not faggots of women. We love women. If it was up to us, man, we'll have a whole heap of women. We'll have a yard of women if it was for us. So we don't hate women, but we're just explaining the facts of the conditions of the world of these women.
Right.
That's all we do.
Right.
Right, this is Jeremiah 3:1. They say, if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man's, shall she return unto him again?
Right.
Shall not that land be greatly polluted?
Okay.
But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers.
See that?
Yet return again to me, thus saith the Lord. So
read that part again.
it says,
Read that again.
they say, if a man put away his wife,
So if a man put away his wife, right, I mean, he tell her to piss off basically, right?
and she go from him and become another man's,
So she got another man lined up, right? She goes to another man and starts sexing with him, right?
shall he return unto her again?
So with that same man you told her to like go away, to piss off in the first place, are you gonna go back to that woman knowing that she's already back when you told her to leave? That same week, another man said, yeah, I want to have that too. And he started getting peace.
That's leftovers now. You
know what I'm saying? So she's already been popped. Another man's penis already been freaking inside of her. And now you want to go back. Go ahead.
Shall not that land be greatly polluted?
So that land will be greatly polluted. So that's something that men didn't do in the ancient times, man. Men knew that you don't do them things then. Go ahead.
But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers.
Right, let's talk about the nation as a whole. We've been with many idols, many different philosophies, man. Over the centuries and millenniums as a people, we've committed adultery plenty of times, man. That's why people are so spiritual, voodoo and all them things there. Go ahead.
And it says, but thou hast played the harlot with many lovers, yet return again to me, saith the Lord.
Right. So, but the Most High saying, return unto me. Now, I want to go into that, but I want to go back to this
It's just to pop the harlot.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That was part of the,
you know what I'm saying?
If your wife left you and went with another man.
Because a woman wants to get about too. Don't think in your mind that when she meets you, she just wants to be with you forever. She knows that she ain't gonna be with you forever, because she wants to have another man. She wants to experiment.
But you gotta understand.
So what she'll do is, so I don't need to cut. She'll get into a relationship with you, have sex a whole bunch of times with you, and then make up a reason to leave you.
But the reason why she does that, like I said, because she finds no value in a man. Once a woman goes up with multiple different men, she's no longer finding the value of that one man anymore. Because she's been doing it all along, and plus society provokes her to do that. So she's going to deal with multiple different partners. Okay, but if she's an actual virgin and she's living in a moralistic society, she's not going to have a reason to go find another man unless she's been with multiple different men. Okay, that's it.
So it's this society is making sex on the left-hand side, man. It's like it's using sex in a negative way, where it's almost destroying people, man.
Yeah.
And it's making men gay. And there's a lot of gay advertisements, man. It's a lot of them now. So a lot of back so much more since when I was a little youth, man. seeing a lot more gays, so it's using sex in a negative way, the left-hand side. Making women hoes and making men gay, all right? Making us accept different types of sexualities, you know? You shouldn't judge. You shouldn't judge. You know what I'm saying? You should let people be how they want to be. Who are you to judge? Are you God? Are you God? You know, that's how these people are, these demons out here, man. So they're just perpetuating the wickedness, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why they gotta go. That's why they go. Imagine a wicked place like that can't continue forever. A wicked place can't continue like that forever. 100 years time. Imagine how wicked it will be in the next 100 years time, man. If this gay shit was about to continue.
Well, really,
And to be a heterosexual, you'd have to be down on the down low. You'd have to be in hiding, man.
yeah, be hiding.
You have to be on the down low, man. For real. You have to be on the down low, or you have to escape to another remote island somewhere where no man's been. Or make an underground bunker on the sea or something like that, man. Mountain retreat or something. Party, man. Should say. You know? That's how wicked Esau is, man. And if you got anything, let's go back to that harlot, man, that woman.
And it says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed.
She's not healed. Why? Because the Most High doesn't want this place to continue. The Most High set this place up to perform a specific function, man. To be the last captivity that we as a nation ever experience in our history of our people. Alright? Babylon the Great. That's why it's the last. It's in the last book of the Bible, Revelations, man. Revelations always talks about Babylon. Babylon the Great, the beast, the 7 heads, the 10 horns, all right, the woman, the scarlet color. It's not referring to ancient Babylon, it's talking about this place right here, the system that we're in right now. Okay? It's the last, man. And Yahweh Shai is coming, and it also speaks about the incoming of Yahweh Shai during the time of the rulership of this beast, man. Showing you that we're in a time where Yahweh Shai is going to invade this earth, man. So therefore, what do you think we should be doing? We're just trying to trim our lamps, man. Okay? Getting ourselves prepared for the bridegroom, man. All right? That's the mentality that we should be in as a people, but only the elect is going to see that. All right? While the rest of our people are whoring, man. Taking part in the voluptuous of this spirit of whoredom that's out here, man. Everybody's doing what they want to do. This partying and birthing and this spirit of this whoredom. You know what I'm saying? Hey, have you seen that movie, The Matrix, yeah? Where the heaven for human beings was called Zion.
Yeah.
And then all the people was partying and people had dreadlocks and you know it looked like a whorish spirit, man. If you remember that movie.
Yeah.
You're talking about The Matrix, right?
Yeah, The Matrix.
That's one of my favorite films too.
Yeah.
But in that movie, the haven for the humans was a place called Zion.
Yeah.
And then if you saw the people, different races of people, and they just all together like a Babylonian type of spirit, like this slutty, this undisciplined spirit. No order, there's confusion, everybody's joined together, just doing what their flesh tells them to do. That's what Babylon reminds me. It reminds me of that Zion. Yeah, that scene, man. Go ahead.
Forsake her, and let us go, everyone, into his own country.
Right, forsake her. Forsake her meaning, why does a man forsake a woman? Because she's a piece of shit. People don't like it here. All it is just work. Alright? That's why people are saying forsake America, man. There's no jobs left.
There's no benefits.
The pussy is not good anymore. It's worn out. It's time for me to go to another one. Because that's all this pussy had to offer. It was pussy. It didn't have no attitude, didn't have no character to it, no order to it. She had no order. She had nothing else going on except for mirthing and partying. So basically this pussy, the sex. Now the sex is getting boring. Now it's time for me to go back to my own country. That's why a lot of these women, they complain, oh, you just used me for sex. Yeah, because that's the only thing your ass was bringing to the table.
Right.
You had nothing else going on. You didn't cook in a meal for him. Instead of going out to a restaurant, you might bring him something to show him that, yeah, I'm for you. I'm for you, babes. You know what I'm saying? You didn't stand by him through sickness and health. You didn't exactly. You didn't support him emotionally so he can feel indebted to support you financially. You get what I'm saying? you just expected him, oh, he should like me for the way I am, and he should be grateful that I'm even here. And you expected him to stay with you just because you're outward appearance. That's how America thinks. If I just give love and partying and everything is sex, everything out here, people are gonna want to come to me. But people are what they're like a man sees. You might have sex with them, but you want to see other things about them if you're gonna stay with them. And if you don't see anything going on else with America except behind all these things, you're gonna wind up leaving, man. You're gonna wind up fucking leaving the bitch, man. Go ahead.
The lust of the eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
And it says, and let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto the heaven,
Right,
and is lifted up even to the skies.
Right, because the sins of America is multiplying. You know, now, gay marriage is everywhere. Transsexuality. People can marry whatever they want to marry, man. You can marry a tree. God damn it, man.
Marry a dog too.
Marry your pet, man. Have sex with your pet. You get what I'm saying? You can't even discipline your kids. You can't even punish your kids, man. You can't even punish your kids, bro. You understand what I'm saying? You can't even do the things that's in man's nature to do, man. Alright? Go ahead, man.
Drop down to 11. It says, make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord hath rised up the spirit of the kings and the Medes against her devices. It's against Babylon.
Right, so it's time to destroy America.
Yeah.
So that's what we have. So America. So the Bible is telling us the plans of what the Most High has for America.
Okay, no, too, brother, if I may interject, Salakia, right? Because it tells you in Isaiah 1 and 18, it says, because we're speaking about the scarlet-colored beast, right? Which America's a part of.
Yeah.
And it says, this is Isaiah 1 and 18, it says, come now and let us reason together, said the Lord. Though your sins be as scarlet, they shall be as white as snow, though they be red like crimson, and they shall be as wool. So the color scarlet is a symbol for sin, or red. Okay? So that's how we also know who the people of sin are. When you look at the so-called Europeans, okay, when they get emotional or they get smacked upside the head or they in a hot environment, their skin turns red, showing you that they're the people of sin. Okay? That's all I wanted to bring about.
Right. So go ahead.
And it says, for his device is against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of Yahweh and the vengeance of his temple.
See that? The vengeance of Yahweh. Vengeance meaning somebody fucked up and now the Lord wants payback. He wants a recompense for what done went down. So what went down? The bloodshed of his people, man, on the land of America. Alright? Because he was originally living in the land of America before the so-called white man got there. The tribes, man, the so-called indigenous tribes, the Gadites, the Reubenites, all right, it's called the Mexicans, so-called Mexicans, okay, the so-called North American Indians, man, the so-called Peruvians, all right, the indigenous people, man, they lived there for hundreds of years, long before the so-called white man got there. Now when the paleface got there, you know what he did? He slaughtered them, man, by the millions.
Yep.
Imagine that, a man who's responsible for slaughtering millions of people, and then he turns round and looks at you as though to say, oh my gosh, you would say that about me?
Yep.
That's what, you know, this man's the devil, man. This man's he's showing you he's the devil. Only a devil would react that way.
I didn't do anything wrong.
You know what I'm saying? They got this act because they don't want that stigma on them. They're perfectly fine for the stigma to be on us. Oh, niggas are thieves. Oh, they might steal your purse.
Right. But they stole the whole world.
He might steal my purse. Oh my gosh. What's he gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh. You know how they like to play them games? You know they're not afraid, but they want to play that game because they know that they fucked up. So they're trying to project their criminalities onto you.
Yep.
So they're perfectly fine with you suffering for what they've done, but the second you open up that kind of truth on them, that's when all of a sudden, they try to play that reverse game, that side, because the devil's all about trickery, man, trying to pervert the truth into deception, man. Yeah, that's what they always do. that when you have a conversation with the white man, it's always some type of trick he's up to. It's never just a normal conversation. It's always some type of trick he's trying to play on you. Like he's trying to use his body language, you know, facial gestures, you know, tapping you on the shoulder. That's all right, mate. You know what I'm saying? the tone of voice, patronizing. There's always some type of social trick he's playing on you, man. Undermining you, man. That's their main game. Trying to undermine you.
And see, when you thinking that everything's cool, we all the same, we all equal, that ain't no truth, man.
He's always playing some trick, man. Or he'll be like, oh, he's trying to get something, he's trying to get the truth out of you. What he'll do is he'll let you talk, and you'll just sit back and go, oh gosh, I didn't know that. Can you explain what you meant by that? And he knows what you meant, but he just wants to hear you say it. He wants to get the truth out of you. It's always some trick he's playing, man. You understand? Or denial, he's trying to deny it. Because he's the master of all of socialism. That's how he conquered the world, through socializing with people. By shaking people's hands and smiling. That's how he took over. Yep. Alright? He shook the North American Indian's hand. He said, no, hey, don't worry, man. Just show us there and there, and we'll make a deal with you. He done paperwork. Esau's got his paperwork. Right? The devil deals with paperwork. He likes them signatures, man. And you sign this, and everything will be all right. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Jake don't want to read the whole thing.
Yeah.
You want to see the signing, the party, man.
You know, the scripture says the simple believe of every word.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's our people, man. Somebody get Revelations 20, man. Verse 1, man.
This is Revelations 20.
About these devils, man. Because he's the devil and our people don't see it, man.
Yeah.
Because you got people down there in Lagos right now worshipping the white man. You understand what I'm saying? You got a congregation, hundreds of Emos. I went to a Roman Catholic, I don't remember the name of the church. I went there, man, and I was so disgusted. The big statue, yeah, of a white man hanging from a cross and the thorns around his blood clot, yeah, like that. And you had all these Evos just dancing. You had all the Evo women catching the holy demons, you know, all on the floor, you know, twisting and turning. You know what I'm saying? I'm just standing there, I'm like, I can't dance to this, man. I can't dance to this. I can't dance to this, man. I can't dance to this. Sir, excuse me, can you speak English? Do you know that you're the devil according to the Bible? Are you familiar with the Bible? Do you believe that you could be the devil?
Yeah, I might be, yeah.
Why do you think that you could be the devil?
I don't know, I might be.
Do you think that white people have done a lot of crimes to be well deserved as being labelled as the devil?
Yeah.
And what type of things have you done?
Sorry?
What type of things have you done?
Like many things, many bad things. I'm a sinful person.
Like what? What bad things have you done?
I can't tell you, it's like...
As a race of people, as a race.
Sorry, as a race.
As a race.
Many crimes, it's hate. It's hate between people that is very bad.
Yeah, it's the hate that you've had.
Yeah.
The hate that you've had.
Yes,
Yeah, but isn't it funny how you look like the good guy, but we look like the victims look like the bad guys?
Yeah.
Isn't it very funny? Isn't it very peculiar? But you know who did?
Sinful people.
Yeah, but no, not all. We're talking about you. But that's the main trick that little white man like to play.
Are you sinful?
You like to twist it when really it's you. You're the reason why the world's fucked up. Now let's get that. Let's get on Revelation 20.
This is Revelations 20, verse 1. Yeah, and you know what too? What it is? They laugh and they laugh it out loud because he knows it's true. Come on now.
He knows what was coming. He knows what was coming.
And he knows what's coming too. That laugh, that's just a facade.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are talking rubbish. He know what he's talking about.
That's another trick.
Yeah, this is Revelations 20.
Because they'll generalize.
Yeah.
That's another. They'll generalize. When I said what you have done as a race, he said, "Oh, we're all sinners. Are you a sinner?" He tried to twist it.
Yeah.
Remember, I told that's how the devil deals. When you deal with him.